What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Spice Adams. I'm here just trying to put some paint where it ain't, man. The three-point conversion, man. Y'all already know what it is. Wet.
You knew you were going in very short-handed. Kind of, what did you say after that first quarter?
Well, that was the thing that we didn't withstand that. I thought we played really well the first quarter, and then the start of the second, we gave up that lead very quickly, and then the defense wasn't very good, but I thought we fought in the third, and then they went on that run right to start the fourth.
Tom, with Precious, he's now 19 offensive rebounds in the last two games. What is working for him so well?
Yeah, I think he's making great effort. It's not just the initial effort; it's the second and third effort as well. And he's going on every shot, and so I think that's he's getting into a good rhythm. Like people talk about rhythm shooting, but you get it rhythm rebounding too. I think he's reading the ball really well and making great effort, and doing a lot of good things for us.
You've mentioned guys taking advantage of opportunities. I know you said you hope these other guys are back, but have you found something that you think will help you later in the year from guys who've gotten opportunities?
Yeah, I think I mentioned earlier what Isaiah shown us, and then Precious coming in. There were obviously things that we liked about him. That's why we traded for him. But he's shown us a lot, and it's given us more versatility. We have size now at the four. He can play the four or the five and play it well. He's got great feet. So that's a big plus for us. I think Dante being in the rhythm that he's in and the way he's playing, it's not just the shooting, it's the all-around play. And I think Josh has done a really good job as well. And I think he's found a good niche in terms of pushing the ball, different actions. I think posting up some is good for him, but the transition game is great. It allows Jalen to play off the catch more. And Josh is good with starters. He's good with the bench. He's good with everyone. So that's been we knew that just from last year, but I think he's really gotten into a good rhythm too.
By the time you guys come back, Taj's second 10-day will be over. Do you know what to expect with him?
I don't know. That's something that Leon will and his staff will. We have some roster spots that are open, so I'm sure at some point we'll discuss what our options are.
As a competitor, what type of difficulties did Paolo Banchero bring to the table tonight?
Well, he's an all-star, so you got to guard a guy like that with your team. And when he made his threes, which that was a big thing I think for him. But he's a load to deal with, and he gets into the paint. He's big, he's strong, and he has a good mix of shots. He's a guy that's difficult to speed up. So, I thought he played a great game for them.
What is your average day like over the break? Like, what are you trying to get accomplished?
Just take a look at, where we are. We got guys coming back, and just prepare for the start. Like what are the things that we need to shore up? What are the things we can get better at? And then lock into our opponents. So there's a lot of work to be done. But I think it's a good opportunity to take a break and recharge too. And so, after the amount of games that you travel that you have, you want to take advantage of that as well.
With as many injured guys as you have, I know there's rules about what you can do, but do you have to be available to them for rehab to keep your facility?
Yeah, they got to do their rehab, and so they'll be diligent with that. And guys will get away, which is good for them. But they're going to do some conditioning too. So it's not like they're completely. They understand like when we get back, we have to hit the ground running. So, but I think the break is good for everyone.
These last two games, I mean, the defenses know we got to keep
great. I mean, the thing, like, I like the way he attacked, particularly in in the first quarter, they were loaded up to him pretty good. And I thought our starters did a really good job, and I thought he moved well without the ball. That was one of the things, like with Alec, you can run the offense through him and let Jalen, come off screens and play off the catch, or they can't load up on him quite as much. And then I thought we got into transition some, so he could attack before the defense got set. And then the second quarter, that didn't have when he went to the bench, it changed. And so, but we got to be able to manage that better, and I think we will.
So, like, given how different your roster is now than it was a month and a half ago, you 8 days off right now. Like, when you go in, you're at the practice facility. Are you like watching Boyan and Burke stuff from Detroit to catch up? How to
a little bit like how we want to, how we want to utilize them, how they fit. And I think the good thing was we had a number of games with OG, so we got a pretty good idea how we want to use him, and I think he's got a good idea of how he fits into everything. So he was just starting to take off, and I think, like with Julius was playing at such a high level before the injury, so getting him back too gives you another guy that people can play off of, and that's a great value in OG, because he can play with the ball, off the ball. He can play with the starters bench. You can put it on the floor a little bit. He can really shoot, and we can't have enough shooting, that's for sure.
Coach, you mentioned the number of players you have missing going into tonight's game. After the break, you're expecting a lot of them to come back. What's the challenge for you in managing all those returns kind of happening at the same time, and how does the break help?
Well, I think that's the challenge of our league, is how quickly can you adapt, and whether it's an injury, foul trouble, a trade, free agency, it doesn't stay the same, and so we have to keep an open mind and adapt very quickly. How quickly can we get everyone onto the same page? And that's the challenge that you constantly have.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.